Hello, welcome back. This is Key Point with Dr. Victor Markus. Today I'm going to talk about an important issue, and particularly sending this information to graduate and young professionals. This is where many people go if they have graduated, because LinkedIn is a marketplace of skills, opportunities, and connection. So LinkedIn has become a marketplace for skills, opportunities, and connection. So many young graduates immediately, even before they finished schooling or before graduation, student, I've seen many of my students, and I'm connected with many of young professionals as well on LinkedIn. So it's a very good place for opportunities. But the unfortunate thing is that, there's a sad trend I want to outline, which is that many graduates now, instead of using LinkedIn as a place of connection, as a place of opportunities, they're now using it as a place for lies, for exaggeration, for false titles. Now we're in a world that we are obsessed with public image. A lot of people, especially young graduates, want to be identified with something even before they have achieved anything. And so because of that yearning, they begin to exaggerate some things. You see posts. I've talked to some of my students, even they are students, they have not even graduated. I know them in the class. They are struggling. I know them. I've talked to them. I've taught them. But when you see their post on LinkedIn, and then you're wondering, they talk like an expert, somebody who has known. The kind of exaggeration is just is beyond what I can imagine, and I'll be surprised. I said, if you continue like this, it's going to be very difficult for you, and I'm going to outline why it's going to be very difficult for a graduate to begin to exaggerate or use false titles or actually make posts that is beyond their credibility. Now, for example, let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say. You say graduate. In real life, the graduate is unemployed. And probably you must have noticed that if you're watching this, and I believe you can connect with what I'm saying. You know some people around your area, your community, that are unemployed. When you go to their LinkedIn profile, it's something different. And then, for example, you will see on LinkedIn, the person is a graduate, is unemployed. But on LinkedIn, you will see written a startup advisor, a global influencer, an AI expert, or chief visionary coach. Or you see, you hear those big titles, and then you say, wow. But then you know this person is unemployed. Now there's a danger to this kind of reflection. And that's some of the things I want to talk in this video. Now the first problem that of false narrative, of false titles, of exaggeration is that it may have short-term fame, but there's a long-term damage. It's a long-term damage. What am I talking about? I am saying that when you lie about your skill, about your role, about your title on LinkedIn, of course, many people like your friends might put a like. We know how to snap pictures because, particularly I'm talking about graduates. Sometimes I've talked with one of my students. I know he has been struggling. I know he has not paid his school fees. But each time he wants to take picture to put online or on Facebook or on LinkedIn, you go beside a Ferrari or he will go in a restaurant eating and he will just title it showing that everything is all right. I told him it's very dangerous what you are doing. And I've seen many young people do like that because they are obsessed with image, public image, what people will think about them, not what they are truly. I mean, they don't show their real life. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's the point I'm trying to make. So when you lie about your skills, when you lie about your role, what you are doing is that when the real opportunities come, you will discover that you can't be able to deliver. And once you can be able to deliver, your credibility will go, or your credibility will be gone. Your credibility will be gone. And remember, you don't want to start giving that type of image as a young person. So don't pursue public image at the detriment of a long-term damage. So don't pursue the likes, the comment, the attention that people will say, wow, yes, I can see the glory of God. We like those things. We like those comments, especially from our peers. I don't want you as a young graduate to go this route because it's dangerous. Now, the second thing that you have to note is that employers often verify information. Starting from LinkedIn verify. Of course, recruiters do so because they go through, they scrutinize, they look at a lot of things. HR department do so as well. They cross-check information. When they discover lies about you, definitely you're blacklisted. Even in LinkedIn, you will be blacklisted. And that will not be good for you as a young person, as a young professional. Now, the next thing, or the next point, the third point I want to mention is that you will block your own growth, your own personal development. Now, beside that eventually you'll be found out that you are a liar and that you are not saying the truth, and it will affect you. But again, let's look at yourself. Let's look at your personal growth, your development. You see, you will block your own personal progress in life because the energy that you're supposed to be investing in development, in commitment, in learning, you'll be channeling it to trying to seek attention. So when you lie, when you pretend, what you are doing is that you lose the chance to learn, to grow. You lose the chance to learn and grow. So fake confidence without real competence. That's what I'm trying to say. When you have a fake confidence without a real competence, you land yourself in a path that will end in destruction of your reputation, in destruction of your career eventually. So I don't want you to walk through this kind of route of exaggeration and lies and all kinds of fake and false titles. So we are in a time where trust is a currency. Trust is a currency. So it's not just only that people are hired because of their technical abilities and competence alone, but trust is an important part of what employers look for today because they want to hire people that are trusted. And even if you are a business person, let's say you are self-employed and then you get into business, people want to do business with you. They will first and foremost check, can they trust you? People who can be trusted can do well more in business. So not just only that you are employed, even if you are saying, okay, I'm going to do business, I'm going to be self-employed. Whatever you're going to do on earth, you're going to be involving people. Because you're going to be involving people, trust is very critical. So you want to ensure that your LinkedIn profile reflects truly who you are. And so reputation, you have to know that is better than likes, than comment, than the attention you get temporary or you get in a short term. And opportunities flow toward trusted people. It might be slow, but I'm telling you the truth. Trusted people have more opportunities than people who cannot be trusted. So it is better to be a real beginner than to be a fake expert. It is better to be a real beginner, somebody who people can be able to track his or her growth, somebody who they can see how you grew, than to be a fake expert, because that is not good for you. So what can you do now? What is the way forward? I want to advise you as a young professional, as well also as a graduate, a fresh graduate. Please don't destroy your career at the beginning. Don't destroy your career now that you just graduate and the future is so bright for you. Please let your growth be reflected in your profile, be reflected in your post. You understand? Don't just attend a 1 week program and you have a certificate from LinkedIn itself, and then you put and say expert in AI while you just attended just 2 weeks. I discovered that some of the things I see certificate flying around is even 1 hour, 2 hours, and then we're sharing it. I don't understand where this generation, where we are going. How can you just, well, again, the problem is that how can you attend a program for just an hour and you're given a certificate that you have attended any serious thing? So I'm trying to say that don't go that route. Even if you have attended the program for 1 hour, I don't think that's a good one. It's not a good reflection. Please don't put that certificate. Don't put that certificate that you just attended something for an hour and then you were given a certificate and then you put it on LinkedIn that you have you have done so. That's not a good image. I don't think if I have a company, I'll ever employ someone who just attended a program for an hour and then he's blowing everywhere as if he has done anything. Go for solid things. This is my advice, actually. This is my advice. Please build credibility step by step. You don't need to rush in the sun. Your future is bright. I can see that you're already a promising young person. The future is bright. You don't need to fake anything. You don't need to fake what can be real. No. All that you are yearning to just put it here and there, you can attain it once you go step by step. And that's my actually advice for you, young graduate, young professional. Please go gradually. Be patient to develop, grow. Don't try to jump, because if you jump, of course, the force of gravity and many different forces will bring you down. But if you grow, you will always stay the way you are. That's my advice. That's my advice for you. And please, if you find value out of this video and out of this point, consider sharing with your friend that you know needs this information. And as well, let me know your thoughts concerning some of the things I've shared here. I would love to hear from you what you're thinking, and then we can develop those conversations. We're trying to inspire growth. We're trying to inspire excellence. We're trying to inspire purpose. Don't forget, this is Keep On with Dr. Victor Markus. Thank you. See you next